Hello, Paul Pluta on the Paul Pluta channel, the premium site, the premium channel for quality wristwatch reviews and opinion. My opinion here is my opinion. Sometimes you may not like what I say, you may agree with it, or you may hate it. This is my opinion. And I gotta tell you, I really do enjoy doing the reviews. The reviews are really great. I love hearing about your collection, the struggles you have in life to build a collection. But think about helping me out, because man cannot live on Google Ads alone. I really do need help. And remember, the easiest way you can help me is like, subscribe, and tell your fuckhead friends about the channel. The other way you can help me is by looking in the description and seeing 10 ways you can help me stay full-time on YouTube. So please help us out. Tell me what you think. And let's see what we can do here. So I'm here for the long haul, fuckers. Long haul, fuckers. Quick wristwatch check. Patek Philippe 5110 wall time. Okay, this is from Stephen. Hi, Archie. It's been about 1.5 years since I added the last piece to my collection, and I thought it was about time to add one more piece and request another review from the Pontiff. Over the past few years, I've been able to maintain the collection at 5 pieces and have only added to the collection when I flipped an undesirable piece. Thanks to your advice, I've got rid of the shitters and have focused exclusively on the icons that I will never want to flip. Once again, the collection was as follows. Patek Philippe 5146G annual calendar, my complicated Patek. Ooh, that is gorgeous. Vacheron Constantin Patrimony, my simple white gold 2-hand dress watch. Beautiful. Audemars Piguet Royal Oak 15202 ST Jumbo, my versatile steel dress sports watch. Beautiful. The 15202 is the special, it's like the commemorative edition of the original Jumbo, 39mm size. It doesn't have a second hand, interesting. It's hours, minutes, and date. And it also doesn't have a screw-in crown, but it's a purist watch. It's for a purist. 1968, Omega Speedmaster Professional Transitional Model, my vintage chronograph. That is a very valuable piece. They are shooting up in value. And a Rolex GMT Master 2 with black bezel, my everyday sports watch with GMT function. This was a very well-balanced 5-piece collection which allowed me to rotate all watches regularly, giving them plenty of wrist time and being able to mix things up based on mood or occasion. I also recently added a period-appropriate and highly sought-after expensive dot over 90 bezel for my vintage Speedy, so I was very content with the state of my collection. During the last review, you gave the collection the first ever 11 out of 10 rating, despite the absence of a dive watch. I am actually a diver and agreed that a dive watch would be an appropriate addition to this collection, so I worked a little harder, made a little more money, and set off on the hunt for the perfect piece. I had looked at several options including Rolex, Omega Planet Ocean, and the Tudor Pelagos, the newer version with the in-house movement. The Tudor was the most affordable, and I really did like it as an option, as it was well engineered with a depth rating of 500 meters, and it came with an additional rubber strap. I thought this could be a very nice holiday beater dive watch. This was also the most affordable of the options. The Omega Planet Ocean range also had some very well engineered and attractive pieces, but I really felt they were too big to wear as an everyday watch. I was reluctant to consider the Rolex as I thought they would look too similar to my GMT Master 2. After watching a lot of your reviews of these watches, I realized that going for anything other than Rolex would just be settling and probably wouldn't make me happy in the long run. I would end up likely flipping for a Rolex anyhow, so I thought I would avoid that mistake and go with Rolex. I've also desired a Berthier Submariner, so I considered your advice on going vintage with a 5513, that's the no date sub, or a 1680, that's the date sub. However, I wanted to get a watch that I could actually use for its intended purpose and take it diving with me, so I thought I would go with something relatively new. I was looking at both pre-owned and new, but after considering prices and warranties, I decided it made sense to go new from a grey dealer. I had the decision narrowed down to either the Sea Dweller 4000 or the no date ceramic sub, and eliminating the date sub based on the Cyclops, it would still look fairly similar to my GMT. I like the engineering of the Sea Dweller 4000, the matte black dial. However, I really like the clean aesthetics, and non-date sub also felt it was more iconic watch of these options. Besides, the depth rating of the Sea Dweller 4000 was about 3,900 feet, more than I needed, and I couldn't really justify the price difference. So I pulled the trigger on a Rolex Submariner 114060 and couldn't be happier with my choice. I am now starting to wonder whether the Sea Dweller 4000 will become more valuable. However, now that it is discontinued after a very short production run, I am building my collection to wear and enjoy, not as an investment. What do you think? Did I make the right decision? Finally, I decided to swap out the bezel on my GM2, so I have now put a Pepsi bezel on it in order to really differentiate from the Submariner. I also felt that the Pepsi gave more of an iconic feel to the GMT. I now have a 6-piece collection and would like to ask you to review it one more time. As I mentioned in another review request, I'm looking to add one more piece later this year when I buy a his and hers pair of watches with the wife, and have narrowed it down to either the Rose Gold Lange 1 or the Jaeger-LeCoultre Tribute Moon, her recommendation. She is worth it, by the way. After all, she lets me put together this kind of collection, and she also enjoys the Archie Luxury channel herself. I would like to add both a Rose Gold Lange 1 and a Reverso to the collection, and will eventually, I am sure, but the timing and order will depend on what we decide to go with for the pair. I think if we go Jaeger-LeCoultre, I'll get the Reverso Tribute Moon, but if we go Rose Gold Lange 1 pair, I'll go to the Tribute to 1931. What do you think? This would give me the ultimate 8-piece collection. Another donation is on its way. Archie, thanks as always for providing great content and keeping us entertained as well as educated in the wonderful world of horology. Keep up the good work, Stephen. Now this is a very, very interesting guy. What amazing collection he's got here. And I gotta tell you, I'm very, very impressed with the pieces he's got there. And it's a really, 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 really difficult decision to make there. So let's go through some of his let's go through his collection. We'll make some opinions. So he's got the Patek Philippe 5146 annual calendar, and I gotta say, you know, I've got the world time, the 5110, and I'd have to say the 5146 is absolutely gorgeous. Yes, it is a great annual calendar. I also love the 5396, but the 5146 is probably more pure in the annual calendar, because it's sort of the lead on of the 5035. The 5146 is kind of like the with the world time, it's like the 5130 compared to the 5110. So I gotta say that piece you've got, does it get better than that? That's a crazy watch Patek to have. Then you've got a Vacheron Patrimony, which is a simple two-hand piece. This I quite like. It's quite a big size one you've got. I think that is a really cool watch to have. There's nothing wrong with that at all. A Vacheron is they're a beautiful piece, Absolutely beautiful piece. A Vacheron is special. And I think if you're going to get a two-hand dress watch in your collection, the Vacheron is probably the sweet spot there. Then you've got an AP. Oh my God. I don't even want to talk about that. The 15202. That is so gorgeous. It is such a cool watch. That is, I believe they're only available in the boutique now. And I gotta say, you know, that's a really special piece. They're fucking expensive. That's a really cool piece. I do love it. I think that is really cool. You've got the Omega Speedmaster Professional. Yes, they're valuable. I really do love that in the collection. I think that is a. And you've got the GMT. Don't discard the other bezel there. Always keep the original bits. If you're going to change the bezel, keep the original bezel there. That's a great piece. Great piece. GMT Master 2. They're a really hot watch. So you've got. You can't get better than that. Now, what you're saying to me is you went for the no date sub, the ceramic no date sub. Look, I think that's probably the more iconic than the Sea Dweller. I mean, the Sea Dweller goes down so fucking deep. You could never physically dive that deep. I mean, most people dive, well, they dive 10 to 20, 30 meters max. So, I mean, the no date sub is an overkill for a diver, okay? So, should you have gone for the Sea Dweller? Look, don't buy these things based on investment choice. That is a dumb way to go. I always say buy what you like, and if it becomes valuable, well, great. I mean, I for many years there, I've really loved the Explorer 2. I still love it. At the moment, that watch is considered the dog of the Rolex sports range. Now, does it mean it's a dog? No. People are fucking morons. So I wouldn't be too, I wouldn't read too much into it. I kind of think, buy what you like for yourself. Don't worry about, is that the best? You've got pieces there. I mean, fuck. The 5146 is just superb. The Vacheron, superb. The AP, those three are killer. You got a vintage Speedmaster. You got a vintage GMT Master 2. Buy what you like. Buy what you like. I wouldn't be fucked worrying about which is going to have better value. That's the wrong way to go there. So I think that's, you've gone probably for the more iconic option, which is nothing. I can't fault you on that. Why would I fault you on that? And I'm really pleased you didn't go for the Tudor. I thought the Tudor would be the cheap option, which sometimes in life, you know, I think Tudor is, it's nice to have, I think it's nice to have that sub. The sub is the most iconic diver there is. And I mean, it's probably almost the most iconic Rolex now. The Datejust was for a long time now. The fashions have changed. The subs are really, really cool there. Now, as for the 5-piece, 6-piece, now you're going to get here a his and hers. I would really say, I really would say go the reverso route. Really, really mean that. I mean, I love your collection. It's not about money. It's just that I think if you go the reverso route, it's such a cool piece to his and hers to have. And it's not about the most valuable pieces. It's just such a cool piece to have. So in my opinion there, don't even consider it. I would definitely go the reverso route. I mean, the Lange route is good, yes, but I think in a lady's watch, the reverso is so cool. It's an anniversary. It's a significant significant moment there.
We specialize here in pre-owned Rolex watches. Rolex watch is a very special timepiece, and we always do the servicing exactly as factory specifications. We buy a pre-owned piece and we put it into brand new condition. We have Rolex certified technicians working on that. We completely disassemble the piece, we adjust and polish and change every single part of the watch.
You have to have certified watchmakers that know what they're doing. If you have an expensive car, you're just not going to bring it to any mechanic that doesn't know what they're doing.
You spend $5,000, it's like if you put money in the safe deposit box. And 1 or 2 years from now, you will keep having your $5,000. We have to spend a lot of money to get all this equipment together, but makes me feel I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's not a question of money, it's my passion.
Jewelers on time, simply the best.
It's a significant moment. It's an anniversary, and I mean the Lange. I mean the Germans don't do anniversaries. What fucking anniversaries do those fuckers have? The anniversary of the Nuremberg trials. I don't fucking know. I would really fucking go for the Jaeger-LeCoultre. It's such a cool piece. It's not about the money. It's not that it's a cheaper option. I just think it's cooler. That's my opinion. Whether you go that way or you go the Lange is fucking cool. The Lange is cool. That's as cool as they come. I mean, I love adding a Lange is a cool piece. And I gotta say, your collection, I think it's a super collection. And what I really love about your collection is it is not superfluously large for no reason. I really, you know, some people who have a lot of money, they have like 20, 30 pieces, and you look at it, you think, fuck, they got, what's the purpose? What do they actually wear? Where does it go? Whereas someone who's got a compact collection, they've thought about it, how do they fit in together? They've gone for iconic watches. I just love that process. And I mean, I look at your collection here and I think, wow, that is just, it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. I love the 5146. I think that is a super grail watch. I love that watch. That is stunning. I love the Royal Oak Jumbo 15202. I think that is a amazing piece. I love the I really do love the GMT, the vintage Omega Speedmaster, and the Patrimony. I think it just gels together, and I think getting a ceramic no date sub, it pops. That pops. So what can I say there? It's a fantastic collection. Absolutely stunning, and well done. A lot of hard work's gone into that. A lot of very, very valuable collection, but a very nice collection, well rounded and thought out, and well done indeed. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you think of this stunning collection.